So let's unreveal the mystery behind question mark with brilliant Hriday. So I guess you might have watched all the movies of Harry Potter or might have read the books.
I don't. I think I've read the first book, but I have
Okay.
watched 4 to 5 parts of movies. Not all.
What's the funniest Wi-Fi name you have ever seen?
When I was using the Wi-Fi, I saw the Wi-Fi name is Crime Master Gogo.
So if you could swap lives with any fictional character for one day, who would it be?
It would be Harry Potter because when I was young, I used to look like Harry Potter.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Morning. So at what
Morning.
time do you wake up in morning? So, welcome to another thrilling episode of Star Author Podcast presented by Bookalooza. Today, we have an young author whose storytelling will keep you on the edge of your seat. His book, Question Mark, is a gripping detective mystery filled with suspense, mind games, and battle of wits between a legendary detective and a master criminal. At just 10th grade, he has crafted a story so immersive that it feels like a cinematic experience. So, before we start, do check out his book available on our bookstore, and the link of the same is given in the description box below. So, let's unreveal the mystery behind question mark with brilliant Hriday. So, Hriday, can you share your book writing experience on Bookalooza?
Um, uh, my book writing experience on Bookalooza was awesome. Uh, I always wished to write a book, and for years, and after a long time, I got such a platform where all the things were available. I could craft a nice story and then was able to publish the book. It was awesome.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, what inspired you to write question mark?
I used to hear some stories of Sherlock Holmes and also watch movies like Drishyam, which sparked my interest in thrillers and mysteries. So I wanted to write a book, my first ever book, as a mystery or a thriller one.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And who is your favorite character in the book?
My favorite character, of course, it's the protagonist Scott Howard, who is the chairman of the IDA International Detectives Association. He's a genius. He's a detective, so he observes everything quietly. He's calm and composed. He has every trait which a detective has, and he's very calm. He does not get surprised or stressed even if he finds himself in stressful situations.
Okay, okay. And what is the weirdest thing that you ever searched on Google?
I think there are many weird things, but I recently searched what if Google didn't exist.
Okay, and what answer did you get in revert?
It was very complex answer by the Gemini AI. It stated many things which were very complex.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we can't we can't think our life without Google nowadays.
It's it's a part of our life.
Yeah, it has become one. So, if you could swap lives with any fictional character for one day, who would it be?
It would be Harry Potter because when I was young, I used to look like Harry Potter, as some people told me. I don't know if I look like him right now, but I would like to live in his magical world if I were to swap his lives with me.
Okay, okay. So, I guess you might have watched all the movies of Harry Potter or might have read the books.
I don't. I think I've read the first book, but I have watched 4 to 5 parts of movies. Not all.
Okay, okay. So, how did you come up with the idea of Scott Howard character?
The character of Scott Howard is similar to Sherlock Holmes. I've heard his stories. I've read his. Matlab, I've heard his audiobooks too. I was very inspired by his character, so I thought to craft the character of Scott Howard like that of Sherlock Holmes, so that it would look like a classic mystery story.
Yeah, indeed, it was a really great idea that you thought of.
Yeah.
So, if question mark were a movie, who would you cast as Scott Howard?
As I have seen Drishyam, so I would cast Ajay Devgan as Scott Howard because he has acted fabulously in Drishyam as a suspense character.
Yeah, you are right. He is a very great actor and will be very much suited for the role of Scott Howard.
Yeah.
So, if you could have any superpower for 24 hours, what would it be?
So I would want the best mental strength if any human could possess, because physical strength is useless without mental strength. Mental strength can give many superpowers in itself. If we have the best IQ possible, we can do anything which only physical strength can't do.
Okay, that's a very logical answer. So, Hriday, what was the most challenging scene to write?
It was my first ever book, so every scene was challenging for me to write. But when I stared at the first page, I did not have any idea what to write about it. So I thought
Hmm.
about approximately 2 to 3 days. I stared at the first blank page, but then I came up with the idea of a nightmare, which would best suit the story, the beginning of the story.
Okay, that's great. It is a very tough job at first, but when
Uh,
you get a grip on the story, you just flow with your words.
yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, like, why did you start the book with a nightmare?
I've read many thrillers. So in many of those books, normally they start with a nightmare so that the audience can catch up. They build an interest in the book. So I started with the same idea so that people can, the audience, the readers can have an interest in my book, so that they don't leave the book in between. They have keen interest to read the whole book.
Okay, that's a very great idea that you opt for.
Yeah.
Indeed, this starting of your book made your book sounded very interesting from the beginning only.
Mm.
So that is a great strategy you opt for.
It took me
So
many hours to think this scene.
okay, okay. So if you could live in any historical era, which
Mm.
one would it be and why?
I would live in the historical era before the Great Pyramids of Giza were built, as this is a big mystery for the world who built them. Many people
Mhm.
say it's aliens or even or even the citizens who lived there. It's a big mystery nowadays. No one knows who built it. So living in that era would unreveal the mystery, uncover the mystery.
Okay, okay. So now tell me, like, if you had to smell like one food forever, which one would it be?
Uh, I don't know. It would be sandwich probably because there are many. Sandwich has a good smell. It can give every smell. It's whether it is sweet, spicy, salty, anything.
Okay, so full of flavors, you want to be full of
Yes.
smell, full of flavors.
And I
Okay,
also like sandwiches a lot, so it would be best
okay,
for me.
that's nice. So let's imagine that you were given $1 billion,
Mm,
but had to spend it in one day only. What would you
mm.
do?
I have a keen interest in astronomy too, so I would buy the best telescope, the best professional telescope I could buy. I can play six instruments, musical instruments. So I would
Okay.
also buy the best ones available in the world, and I could the leftover money I could donate them, and the if more money is left, I could even invest it so that I can make $1 million again.
Okay, now tell me the fun part that you will do with this money for yourself.
Fun. Uh, if I were given another $1 million, I would I would get a luxury lifestyle. I would buy supercars, a luxury mansion, and all.
Okay, okay. So, what's the funniest Wi-Fi name you have ever seen?
Once I was at the airport. When I was using the Wi-Fi, I saw the Wi-Fi name is Crime Master Gogo,
Okay,
which
okay.
was
So,
very funny. And
yeah, I have very much seen such names myself.
yes,
Okay. So, if your pet could talk, what's the first thing they'd say to you?
if my pet could talk, I don't have any pet, so I don't know what it would say. But if
Hmm.
I would have a pet, it would say, "Take me to walk," because I would be very lazy to take it to walk.
Okay, okay. So, do you like cats or dogs, by the way?
Dogs.
Dogs, okay. So, if you had to wear a mascot costume for a week, which one would you have chosen?
Astronaut, obviously, because I love astronomy, and people
Hmm.
would not think I was mad because I love astronomy, so it would be best for me.
Okay, okay. So, what's the dumbest thing you have ever done on impulse?
I have done many dumb things, but I don't know. As long as I remember, I spent hours or days in a project, but when it seemed not appealing to me, not attractive to me, I tore it completely. And I thought, what did I do? So I spent another day's hours for that project again.
Okay, that happens with many of us, I guess.
Yes.
So, how did you come up with the name Terror in the City?
Terror in the City is the name for Terry Williams, which I choose, who's the villain of the story. So
Hmm.
it was similar to Terry and Terror. So I chose the name Terror in the City, and the readers could will read the book. So it would create a sense of awe among the audience about Terry Williams, that he is the terror in the city, as he was the master criminal, the master gangster of the city.
Okay, okay. So, what message do you want readers to take away from this book?
I've also mentioned this line in the book that mystery is not what is not discovered. It is mystery is that which is not found. So if a mystery is that we have small hints about it, but it is not that we completely don't know about it. If we combine those small hints, we could get a bigger picture about those, and we should not neglect anything. We should even keep the small hints, which could create the uh, minute in things in the picture.
Okay, okay. That's quite interesting. So, Hriday, will there be any sequel to question mark? Like, are you deciding on writing another part of this story?
If I have a time of a month or a two or a year, I would
Mhm.
obviously write a bigger sequel of around 200 pages to make it like a big novel so that readers could think it was like uh, Sherlock Holmes only. So I would
Okay.
obviously write it on Bookalooza if I would have more time.
Okay, that's really nice. And we are very much waiting for your next sequel.
Yes, me
Okay.
too.
So let's move on to our next round, rapid fire
Yes.
question. Okay.
Okay.
So here you have to answer in one word. So
Hmm.
let's quickly start it. Okay. So mystery or thrill,
Thriller.
coffee or tea,
Tea.
morning or night,
Morning.
morning. So at what
Morning.
time do you wake up in morning?
I don't wake up so early, but I wish to wake up.
Okay. And fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction.
Okay, comedy or horror?
Comedy. No one likes horror.
Okay, mountain or beaches?
Mountain.
Okay, and writing or reading?
Writing.
Okay, we know you are a great author. So yeah, writing, I pretty much guessed that. And pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay, detective or spy?
Detective.
Okay, and music or silence?
Music. Obviously for me.
Okay, and superhero or villain?
Superheroes.
Okay, so can you name one of your favorite superhero?
It's from Marvel, Captain America. I like him
Hmm.
a lot. I watch. I watch many movies of
Okay, okay. And what about Batman or Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes.
Captain America or Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. So Twitter or Instagram?
None of these because I don't use any of them.
So you are not on social media.
No, I don't like it.
Don't you feel like coming like all people of your all your peer group, everyone is on Instagram, I guess. Don't you wish to
No,
use it?
no, I don't like to use it. It take hours sometimes. But I'm on YouTube. I also have my own channel on YouTube.
Okay, okay, that's really great. So summers or winters?
Winters.
Okay, ice cream or chocolate?
Ice cream.
Cars or bikes?
Cars.
Okay, sneakers or formal shoes?
Sneakers.
Spicy or sweet?
Sweet.
Okay, so we have a sweet tooth here. What is your favorite sweet dish? Like you can eat it anytime, anywhere, on and full
It's
stomach also.
motichur ka laddu. I like it a lot from my young
Okay,
days.
okay. So, is there any message that you want to tell to our readers, our audience, in one sentence?
I would tell my readers not to leave any book in middle. You should always read it till the end and enjoy your life. It's the only life. Enjoy every moment. Don't get stressed. Don't get pressurized.
Okay, okay. So that's the end of our session, end of our podcast. So it was an absolute roller coaster conversation, from like deep mystery to unexpected twist. Hriday has truly given us a glimpse into a creative mind. And if you hadn't already, so go grab a copy of Question Mark. It's a must read for all the detective fiction lovers. I myself have loved this book. I read it myself. So the link is given in the bio, in the description box below. And until next time, keep writing, keep dreaming, and keep solving mysteries. Thank you so much.